We're joining back after I uploaded the first video. As you can see, there's quite a few players playing my game right now, and we're in a server with a few of them. That's always really cool to see. So while I was updating, or not updating, but well, I guess I was also working on the game. So I guess while I was updating and editing the last video and also working on the game of it, I kind of was leaving this on and leaving this window open a little while so that I could get a little bit of coins. But then in my head I kind of decided that I wanted to mostly show everything recording, so I didn't actually grind for too long so I could show y'all. So yeah, we're pretty much going to resume from where we left off, as well as just having the additional coins here as shown. So yeah, we're gonna go over to this forest egg and hatch quite a bit more, because if we can get a higher multiplier on both our coins and gem value, that will be really nice. And we can't actually a higher like egg yet, and this is really cool. Even more people are joining now, so that's really cool to see. But yeah, so we're just basically trying to open this egg quite a few times, and then we can turn it into golden eggs and possibly even higher rarities as well. Okay, that's enough hatching for now. We're going to go into our inventory. We do have the free auto clicker on, by the way, down here, as you can see. So we do have at least 4 cats, so we're going to quickly turn these golden, turning it from a 2.2 into 3.3 multiplier on both coins and gems. We're going to do that for the dog pets as well. And then as you can see, we don't have any other 4 duplicate copies of any pets. So in this case, we're just going to simply close the UI, and I actually want to, just because this is something I know since I am the developer of this game after all, I'm going to simply, and it's funny too, I could see more people just joining and leaving and things like that. I don't know, I think that's kind of funny for some reason since I made this game. But anyways, I'm going to simply, oh, hold on, sorry, I need to fix my settings really quick. I forgot, I had my graphics quality really quite low, which isn't like a good representation of my own game, you know. So that's looking quite a bit better, and we'll be able to see things load up more. I'll render at once and see things more off in the distance. So what I was trying to say initially was that I'm going to actually just collect a few of these right here. And each one in this initial starting area I know is set at 100 coins. So we are going to take these over here and use the 10,000 or 10k, which we finally have, to open a winter egg, which will actually get us a higher multiplier pet, as it is a higher value area. So we're going to take this higher multiplier pet. We're going to equip best, just to be absolutely sure that these 4 here are our best pets that we have equipped currently. And then we are simply going to check our settings, because something really important I wanted to say that I actually got feedback on, and the player base in the community was actually talking to me about, is that maybe it would be a little bit initially difficult for players to actually see that what their total coins value is. So since basically the beginning, since I made this game, I had these signs right here which explain to any players that are playing that the total coins value can actually be found in the settings tab of the stats menu right here. So if we view the stats, we can actually see, which I've added are, I initially only had the total coins value, but I've also initially added since then the total gems value as well as eggs hatched. And I will probably be adding reapers as well soon. Maybe a few of you may have seen that I had eggs hatched and rebirths leaderboard added to the game for a short period of time, but for some reason I realized it was only working for my main account, which is the developer of this game. But yeah, that wasn't really cutting it since it was only working for me alone, so I decided to look into it later and initially got rid of them, but I just wanted to say that things like that will be added very soon, and it's really not a problem for me to figure out. Like, I think I could figure things out like this very quickly initially. So as I was trying to say previously, I just wanted to show really quick how to actually check the total coins values that I have required to get to higher level areas, which will actually earn the player more coins, which will actually provide faster rebirths, which will give the player more gems. So as you can see, I have these signs here, the total coins from the stats panel to avoid needing to repurchase. To avoid needing to repurchase areas, settings, stats for coins. So as you can see here, we go to the settings button, we click on the stats, and here is the stats tab. We see the amount of time that we played the game. We see our total coins, because as you can see up here on the top of the screen, we actually have less coins than the total coins that we have spent in the game, and I purposely scripted that into the game because I wanted to keep a permanent value so that when players are unlocking the next area, which you can see here for the snow area or initial winter area is 50,000 total. As I was showing you here, we only have 20,000 total. But I didn't want the players to feel like they would buy an area or something if I had made it purchasable and then they spend all of their coins for nothing in a sense. Because there is rebirthing in this game, and rebirthing is one of the main mechanics of this game, so I wanted to add the total values, which will always calculate and scale off what the initial value is, and then stay permanently even if the players spend the initial value. Because personally, when I've played games in the past that have rebirths, and like, if we look here, for example, it is really nice to see the rebirth here make the value of our coins go up. So if we see here, we have 18 per click, I guess you would say. So if we click on this right here, I explained this on the spawn as well. It takes us to 0 every single time, but as you can see, we went from 8 to 64, which is actually 8 times, which is kind of a pretty crazy multiplier just getting started, right? So if we actually go back here to the spawn area, what I was literally just saying is explained right here. So rebirthing always returns coin value to 0, always, no matter which one it is here of the rebirth multiplier. So you will gain these multipliers, but you just have to earn these initial values, and then it'll take you down to 0 no matter what, is basically what I'm trying to say. So if we simply take one rebirth and we're gaining 64 coins per each tick, then if we take one rebirth, we go from 64 to 73. So you could see that the higher rebirth values will get you higher coins per the click, which we could speed up if we don't just use the free auto clicker, as you can see if I'm just clicking on it quickly like this. Yeah, so something very weird I did notice as well. As you can see on the top left here, I obviously made these GUI and everything visible to players that have either joined the group, which I think I did on this alternate account. You'll probably find this username in the group if you watch these videos as well, but as you can see, it says as well the premium bonus 20%. The group one is accurate and should be displayed visible and working to 20% of my gems, coins, and total gems values. However, this premium one should not be here on this account, because as you can see, this account doesn't even have premium on it. So my only conclusion is that for some reason that is one bug as well that is being applied to this newly published version of the game that was actually originally working correctly in the original version of the game. So that is something I'm also going to have to look into for sure. And we're going to pop over in Studio really quick to look at it. Okay, we're over in Studio now, and basically I'm just showing you all that this is the actual published version of the game, the Christmas update, and this is the premium reward script that I wrote to actually apply the 20% bonus on these overall stats that I was talking about, these values, to players that have premium that are playing the game actively currently. As you can see here, I don't understand myself why it wouldn't be working properly, as it is the exact same script that I had in the original game, the original version of Auto Simulator. So I'll be thinking about this and looking over this again even after this video is edited. I'll be going over this and figuring it out, and I believe it will only be a short matter of time. Okay, we're back playing and playtesting the actual game. I just wanted to address that issue really quick. When I was explaining that to y'all and we were going over it in Studio, I was also just leaving the free auto clicker on, and we actually did manage to grind to over 50,000 coins, so save egg, which is technically real curry in this game, is 50,000, so we are going to hatch one right now. Okay, uncommon, that's pretty good. Now we're cooked up to a 78 multiplier, and we are going to check the timed daily rewards right here. Also, I'm just kind of thinking out loud to myself right now, but I will probably say timed daily gem rewards or something and just make this a little bit more obvious. Because a lot of times I'm realizing in a lot of games I publish that or join and leave really quickly, and that's not ideal if they don't get a grasp on the game relatively quickly, and I just want everything to be very transparent and clear as soon as everyone joins and plays the game. We are actually going to reclaim all of these rewards again upon rejoining. So we have this value right here, 516 gems, and we're going to claim all of these timed rewards that we have been waiting on and AFK grinding, I guess, this whole time. So let's start by claiming the small ones. Moving on to the medium list here, this should provide a higher value than the previous. Yeah, wow, so upon all of these and the other ones from other sessions that I was going on these videos, from this game, we went from about 2,000 to about 7,000 if you round this up here. Jump from the small to the medium gift. Using the gems that we just saw from those timed login reward gifts that I added recently, we can actually hatch the limited time Christmas event egg, which will actually provide stronger pets and higher value multipliers than anything we've actually been able to hatch so far, which is intentional. So, because it is here only for a limited time, as I will be taking this out soon after Christmas. So we're gonna hatch one of these now, and hopefully it's the reindeer. We do just get a common, but as I said, if we equip best, it is actually one of our best pets now, which is intentional to help the player grind more and potentially make their way onto the leaderboards and the leader stats with limited time events. Also, shout out to this player who has been here for quite a while. Username starts with Olia. I'm not even going to attempt pronouncing it, as you can see here